Yani.
Tamam.
Yayın başlatma. Ne zaman, ne kadar sürecek?
Evet.
Hadi.
Hep.
Every journey.
Evet arkadaşlar, yayın başladı. Yani hı. 2.66. Evet, demiyorum. Şu ödülleri alalım. 100 tane promojan vermiş.
It's its final day. Don't rush.
Ne oluyor lan burada? Ha?
Bir şey nereden çıktı?
Şunu. Ha?
All right. Next, let's see your right hand.
Kötü değilim gerçi.
Bad.
Ne? Tamama bas. Tamam. Verdiğini. İyi görünüyorum. Kötü değilmiş.
But please remember that you still need to be careful. Understand?
Atlama yeteneği. İyi anlat. Anladım.
Yes, I will.
Nasıl
By
vazgeçtik?
the way,
Şimdi
Master,
oldu.
I still haven't
bastım.
received the patrol
Şöyle.
route for today.
Olsun.
Neyse. Evet. Evet. Dur, ne diyor? Ee,
Look, Kale. Today's patrol will be a long one, so you won't be coming along this time. Besides, there's a chance
stil
we may
yapmışlar ya,
encounter...
petrol
Well, you
petrol.
understand.
Anlıyor musun peki? Bugün lan bu gelmiş. Bu zaman gelmiştir. Orası ah, bizim şehrimiz.
But I have a vision too. Am I useless to everyone now?
Benim bir vizyonum var ancak evet,
Don't talk like
kullanmam.
that, Kale. This is not something you need to be worrying about right now.
Bunda açsam bu fly bu
Ah, there you are. Feeling any better?
iyi hissediyor musun gibi. Hı. Orada mısın Ömür?
Yeah, since we'll be
Evet.
staying here for now, we thought we might as well try lending a hand around here.
Seems you're not the type to sit back and take it easy for a while, huh? In that case, perhaps Kale could take you two for a patrol south of Gandharvaville for the day. And if you're feeling up to it, you can be responsible for cleaning the statue of the Seven.
Tanari, we're ready to head out.
Got it! I'll be right there! Alright,
Çıkışımı
we'll be heading into the forest now. I'll leave any further details to Kale.
Yes, you can count on me. So, Kale,
evet.
what exactly are we going to be doing today? Tainari mentioned
Bugün
cleaning the
nereye
statue
gidiyor?
just now, but, that doesn't really sound like the job for a ranger. Well, a forest ranger's responsibilities can be pretty diverse. They handle a
geçelim
variety of
yavaşça.
tasks, like checking the condition of outlying roads, maintaining forest facilities, ensuring fire
Başınıza
prevention
bir şey.
standards are met, and providing assistance to travelers and locals. As for Master, well, he has to handle more dangerous areas of the rainforest.
Aa,
Today we
ağaç
can
bölgeler
perform
çok
routine checks on the
tehlikeliymiş.
pathway lamps as we make our way to the Statue of the Seven. Paimon, traveler, this way! You can leave the task of checking the lamps to me. In the meantime, you two can keep an eye out for anything unusual.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle. Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references.
Hayır. Lamps alalım. Patikayı takip et. Ya. Patika aşağıda. Anne oğlum nerede bu görev? Lan burada. Ağzını kırayım ya. Fazla inmişim.
Nothing wrong with these two lamps. Let's move to the next ones.
Yanlış değil, doğru yol.
Oh, this lamp seems to be getting a little wobbly. Let me make a note of it.
Buralardan
No
geçmiş.
problems with this lamp. Good.
İyi. Doğru yoldayız.
The statue of the Seven is up on top of that large rock formation. You must have seen it when you came down this road before. It's pretty high up there, isn't
O
it?
nedir?
Don't worry. If you're afraid you can't make it up there,
Yanlış değil.
I'm sure Master wouldn't mind if you don't clean the statue.
You don't need... Problem yok. Yukarı yukarıdaymış. Yukarı.
Oh? I guess I'll leave it up to you then. There's not much footing once you reach the statue, so be careful up there. Paimon will fly up with you and help you with those hard to reach
Uçarak çıkabilir.
By
Nice.
the way, Kale, do you know anything about the Dendro Archon? You know, what's she like? That depends. Are you
Sevdiğin
referring to Greater Lord
meselesine.
Rukudevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali? Huh? Greater Lord Rukudevata?
Değişik bir şey.
Oh, is that the name of the former Dendro Archon? Uh-huh. Greater Lord Rukudevata was Sumeru's first Dendro Archon. She created the rainforest as well as the wall of Samiel around the desert. Her works provided a means of peaceful living for everyone. To the people of Sumeru, she's not only a symbol of wisdom, but also of power and kindness. Unfortunately, she disappeared in a great calamity that occurred a few hundred years ago.
Yeah.
According to what Masters told me, the sages later found the newly born Dendro Archon and whisked her back to Sumeru. To celebrate the reinstatement of their lost deity, the sages dubbed her Lesser Lord Kusanali and let her reside in the sanctuary of Sarastana. Uh-huh. Then what happened? Well, and then... I'm not too sure what happened, to be honest. Huh? You're not too sure? But aren't you from Sumeru? Yeah, I'm from Sumeru. But... maybe it's difficult to discuss this topic with strangers. If that's the case, then don't worry, we understand. No, it's I'm not trying to hide something from you. Besides, I don't consider
Ne
you two
3 oldu
strangers.
lan?
Because you two know Amber, right? Wait, Amber? You mean... Yes, that's her.
Amber'i
I once
tanıyormuş
lived in
lan bu.
Mondstadt for a while, and she helped me a lot during that time. You could even say that she helped me become a new person. There's no one like Amber. She lives life to the fullest while always adhering to her strong sense of justice. She's ready to answer the call for action at any moment, but is also very understanding of others. She's like the spark that lights the fire in everyone's heart around her. If you ask me, she's a prime example of a true outrider. She's the first person anyone coming to Mondstadt will meet. You can't help but be enthralled by her charm and enthusiasm, causing you to fall in love with the lands of Mondstadt and... sorry.
Neyse döndü.
Paimon thought the work of Outriders was a little different from what you just described, but one thing's for
Durun
sure.
çıktı ya.
You really like Amber. Sorry. I was rambling on just now. It must have sounded kind of weird. It's alright, Kale. Knowing that you're a friend of Amber somehow makes Paimon suddenly feel a lot closer to you. So, how do you know that we've met Amber? Well, after I returned to Sumeru, Amber and I have stayed in touch by writing each other letters. In one letter, she mentioned that Mondstadt was I knew you'd... Yep. So I wish I could tell you... That's alright. You've already helped us a lot.
Yeah.
We had never even heard of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or the Sanctuary of Surasthana until you mentioned them.
Right.
Oh, I'm happy that was helpful. There is one thing I want to ask, though. Why do you two want to know about the Dendrocon?
Neyse de.
So that's why you're here. Thank you for telling me your story. Don't mention it. We are friends after all, right?
Biz arkadaşız.
Alright, we have a statue to clean. You both have my thanks. While you two are up there cleaning, I'll go ahead and inspect the forest canopy. Let's meet back here shortly.
Bekle. Bakalım bir örnek. Örtücü. Sen
Gather!
öldü mü?
Huh. Now that Paimon looks at it, the deity that's carved on the statue is kinda small.
Ben buraya açmasam olmaz.
Do you think she's supposed to be Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or
Peki,
Lesser
wait.
Lord Kusanali?
Allah buymuş.
You might be right. The statue does look kinda old. Well, anyway, we'll have to figure that out later.
Şimdi.
Let's get started on cleaning the statue. Paimon will fly up and take care of the top, and you clean everything below.
Temiz.
Nice work. That's one clean statue. Let's head down and meet up with Kale.
Şimdi kafam temiz. Ay öldü lan.
Kale, we're back.
Geri geldik. Biz geldik.
Welcome back. You must be tired after all that climbing. Let's take a little break. I
Ee,
brought some fruit and water for us. Yay! Food! What kind of goodies did you bring? Hey! Don't be a party pooper. It's not like Kali
Restaurant
is a
değil.
stranger or anything. Besides,
Party.
the best way to compliment a chef is to show passion for their food.
Şef.
Youngling taught Paimon that.
Passion. Bu yolun en iyi şefi. Di- Yolun en iyi yemek yapan şefini görürüz.
I prepared a nice portable dish that forest
Görmek
rangers like
için.
to eat called pita pockets. I hope you'll
Tamam.
like them. Whoops! Ah, no, you dropped it on the ground.
Düştü.
Not to worry.
Yere
I
düştü.
wrapped a few layers of oiled paper around each pita. They should be fine.
İyiymiş. Yani
Whew. Paimon nearly had a heart attack there.
böyle çocuklu.
Those pitas are amazing. You're quite the cook, Kale.
İyi bir şey.
Thank goodness you wrapped them in paper. Paimon would have been able to sleep at night knowing something so tasty had been wasted. You really know how to compliment the chef, Paimon. Since you liked it so much, I'll be sure to give you a copy of the recipe sometime. I'll even include all my personal cooking pointers, so you'll be making your own pita pockets in no time. Yay! Thanks, Kale. It's hard to
Yok,
believe someone as diligent as you could have clumsy
Yol
moments
için paket
too.
yapacakmış.
Oh, I guess it happens from time to time.
Ee,
Kale, don't you think that Tainari's a little too strict with you? He won't let you touch anything without his permission. Paimon knocks stuff over
Mom.
all the time flying around the Traveler, but he's never said anything. Everyone has their clumsy moments. No, you've got the wrong idea about Master. Sure, he may seem a bit harsh at first, but with some time, you'll see that he's actually very kind-hearted.
yanlış
I've heard
da.
the veteran rangers say that Master is from some ancient and mysterious race that is known
Ay.
for their cunning wit and reclusive nature. But Master is actually very kind at heart. Oh, by the way, you've heard of the Academia, right? Well, there's a group called, something? Well, anyway, because Master does a lot of research on plants. But Master declines their offers every time. Master could obviously have a bright future in the Academia, but he insists on sticking to the path of a forest watcher. Every day he helps the locals of the forest and passes on his extensive knowledge to trainees like me. In fact, Master's the one who taught me how to make pita pockets. Really? Paimon would have never guessed that. Oh, speaking of Tainari, he
Öyle.
was the one who took care of you after finding you passed out yesterday. He even carried you all
Yeah.
the way here.
Ertesi gün mü?
Paimon's still kinda upset, though. He kept scolding Paimon the entire way here.
En tepeye dokunacakmış. Yuttu.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Yaparsın.
Master might have been overreacting a little. But, it's mostly because Paimon wouldn't stop yelling, "Why, oh why, is he going to die?" It probably started to get under Master's skin after a while. Hey! Don't laugh!
İyiydi.
Paimon was genuinely
Ha,
concerned
oldu tamam.
about you.
Şimdi diyeceğiz. Rekor düşmeyecek. Herhalde.
Hey! Now even Kali's starting to laugh. Ugh, that's it! Paimon won't forget this! It's time for some Paimonial wrath!
Sinirlendi bayağı. Gidiyor.
No! Don't touch me!
Ne yaptı lan? Dövdüm.
Oh, sorry, Kale. Paimon didn't mean to scare you.
Korkutmak istemedim.
No, I just... I... I didn't mean that. Kale, are you okay?
İyi misin?
What's the matter?
Neyin var?
No, I'm... I'm fine. I'm sorry. I must have startled you both reacting like that.
Bak.
Oh, well, it's getting late now. Let's hurry back to
Nereye
Gandharville.
gitmeliyiz şimdi?
I think Master and the others should be back by now too.
Tamam hadi yürü.
Huh? What was up with Kale just now? And why is she in such a hurry all of a sudden? Look,
Hiçbir şey olmamış
she's
bir
practically
tane.
running back. Paimon can't even see her now.
Evet sen gidelim hadi. Bu neymiş? Işık taşları. Aa bunlar evcilleştirmişler lan. Ona da bu düşmanım.
Ah, traveler, you've returned.
Yep, we're back.
Aa gezeyim.
Have you seen Kale by any chance?
Oh,
Gördün mü
Yes.
Kale'yi?
I saw her go into her room just a moment ago.
Oh, okay. Guess we'll just
Odasına
have to
doğru
wait to
gidiyor.
talk to her tomorrow then.
Yarın konuşuruz. En iyisi o zaten. Saat nerede? Sabahın 8'i. Bekle. Saat 8'in. Saat 8'i bekle diyor. Tamammış. Etkinliğe gidiyor.
Boats are made
Saat nerede lan?
for transfer.
Tamam. Yarın.
Commodity back and forth.
I was
Complete.
thinking all night about what happened with Kale, and still can't figure out what the problem might be.
Kapı niye?
Maybe she's in a better mood now. Let's go check on her.
Evet ne?
Ah, it's you two. I was just about to go look for you.
Huh? Tainari? What are you doing here? Where's Kale?
Burada ne yapıyorsun?
I came to check on Kale's condition. To put it simply, she's not well.
You mean she's sick? How could she be... Oh, wait a minute. Could it be because of what Paimon did yesterday?
No,
Dünkü.
no need to worry. Something as small as you could never harm her. This sickness is something that Kale has been dealing with for some time. Kale has been more excited than usual since you two arrived. A little too much so, to be honest. She hasn't remembered to take care of herself. I suppose it's
Aferin.
understandable, though. She hasn't been around anyone she considered a friend for some time now. It must have been refreshing for her to have you two here.
So, Tainari, what's really wrong with Kale?
Ne oldu?
Let's take this conversation elsewhere. Kale just fell asleep after taking her medicine. She needs some peace and quiet.
Bir yandan.
Solidified!
Ağzını kırayım. Duvardan girdi lan. Vallahi. Tamam aşağıda konuşalım hadi.
All right, let's continue our conversation here, shall we? To be honest, I hadn't realized you're that honorary knight from Mondstadt until Kale told me just now. I've also heard all about your deeds in Liyue and Inazuma. So just to clarify, what I'm about to tell you about Kale is not because of who you are or your past feats. Instead, I am going to tell you because, well, because Kale asked me to. And honestly speaking, I was against Kale revealing her past to you. But she insisted, saying you two treated her with sincerity and as a friend. So now she wishes to reciprocate the gesture.
So, Tainari, what exactly is wrong with Kale? You said this is something she's been dealing with for some time. Just how serious is it?
Right. Ever since she was a child, she's been afflicted with a disease called Elazar.
Elazar?
Yes. It's a disease unique to the lands of Sumeru. It is characterized by dark and hardened scales that form on the body. At first, the afflicted may only feel mild numbness on affected areas of the skin. However, as the disease progresses, one may begin feeling fatigued and even experience peripheral paresthesia. In its final stages, the disease strips a person of the ability to control their own body, and they effectively become completely immobile.
That sounds terrifying.
Anladım.
Wait, hold on. So when Kale seemed to be acting a little clumsy earlier, it was because...
Correct. That would be the effects of Elazar, which is precisely why I do not want her carrying or holding anything, lest she ends up hurting herself.
Ya. Kesin.
With appropriate treatment, the disease can be effectively controlled
ne
before it
alaka?
progresses to a more serious stage. However, there is unfortunately still no true cure for Ella's. Nevertheless, Kale's mother still hoped that there was something out there. She handed Kale over to an organization known as the Fatui after one of their members lied and said they had a cure.
Saymıyorum ya.
What? The Fatui?
Ah, it appears you already are familiar with them. That'll save me some explanation. Anyway, the person who eventually rescued Kale and
saymıyor
brought her
lan
to me
bunu?
for care said that she had been given to a harbinger known as the Doctor. I have no idea how this doctor managed to do it, but her case of Elazar was completely stable for all the years that Kale was with them. However, Kale's days
Hayda,
with the
saymadı.
Fatui were anything but pleasant. Kale is a resilient individual and always tries to appear cheerful, but her experience with the Fatui has left deep scars. Even now, she can still feel deathly afraid of someone touching her.
Oh, Paimon had no idea Kale's been through so much suffering.
Oh, by the way, Paimon, Kale wanted me to tell you that she's sorry for scaring you yesterday. She also wanted both of you to know that she's sorry for hiding her illness.
Saymıyor.
She doesn't need to apologize. None of this is her fault at all.
Well said. I hope you'll get a chance to tell her that in person the next time you see her. Kale once thought that it would be impossible for her to have any real friendships. I trust that you two will never let my trainee experience such emotional pain again.
Don't worry, Tainari. We'll take good care of her.
Aman. Bir ya. Buraya da bir olarak.
Well, it's not too serious at this point. She overexerted herself the last couple of days, which is what led her to break down this time. As long as she has taken her medicine and gets plenty of rest, she should get better. Though I must admit that Kale's condition was much more stable when she first arrived here in Gandharvaville. She was interested in the work of the forest rangers the moment she saw us. I could see that she was serious about learning, so I felt compelled to ask her to join us. Her stamina has gotten much worse recently. Though a
2.7.
moderate amount of physical exercise is always necessary, I'm afraid the long-distance patrols are a little too much for her now.
Bir tane demiş ama.
Alright, now that I've
Bunda
told
da
you about
böyleydi.
Kale's past, I think I'll head
O
into the
düşmedi.
rainforest to find some ingredients needed for her medicine.
Şu ortalama
I'll see you
şeyi.
two later.
Ona göre ilerliyor. Bir şey demişim.
Alright, but let's
Tamam.
go then.
Problem
We'll be
yok.
looking for a plant known as the Nilotpala lotus. It's often used to help those afflicted with Elazar recover their energy.
Hey, Kainari? Where exactly are we going to find this plant?
Nilotpala lotuses can be found all over the rainforest, but it often grows right here around Gandharvaville.
Given the name, it sounds like we should be looking for it in the water.
You are correct. The Nilotpala lotus grows in the water. When fully matured, they look like...
Neyse bunu yarın yapacağım. Evet arkadaşlar bugünlük buyursun. Yarın görüşürüz. Kendinize bakın.